Boom. Hey, internets. Timed it a lot better that time. Listen, if you're watching this in the replay later, this right here, turn your post notice on. I had a couple subscribers tell me they wish they could catch the live when I go live. So turning on your post notifications right here will definitely help in that process. As I've said before, I'm going live a lot more, and I have more more planned, actually, more in store rather, for going live. I want to do a whole interview series with a bunch of people that I know who are content creators and not content creators, but veterans in the industry. And so, yeah, there's going to be a lot coming from my side. If you're tuning in live from Facebook via the Clothing Brand Mentor page, what up, what up? Also on my YouTube channel, we have almost finished the week. We're on Thursday. It is Thursday at 4 p.m., a little past 4 p.m. here in Los Angeles, California. And it was a crazy week. It was a crazy week. I shot a good amount of content last night that you guys will see coming through. Let me give you a quick little teaser. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I did a remix of my logo. DJ Robert Wheeler, #first. What's up, my guy? The standalone, sort of the iconic version of the JP logo, I've sort of had this on the burner. I've never really done anything with it. Big shout out to hoopswag.com. That's 2 G's on that. My boy Brennan Argonoff. And so there's a bunch of content coming in and coming through. And so this is Hoop Swag packaging. I'm just gonna show this to you. This is an unofficial reveal for sure, but these are I should make you guys guess, but these are sublimated. So cat's out of the bag. I want you to guess the process, but these are bananas. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was out in Portland, Oregon. It was like over 2 weeks ago now, but let me show you the quality of these. So my team in the Philippines is finishing the edits on some of the content we did there, but I just want to show you guys. The process is pretty crazy. The quality of these sublimated socks are out of control. So again, big shout out to Hoopswag and petparty.co. You guys are gonna see those are gonna drop, and we'll do some Q&A about it for sure and talk about it. Speaking, that's right, bro. That's right. I'm gonna put you up actually. Robert Wheeler, thank you for joining me for a second here. I want to talk about Supacolor, and I made a banner for him as I talk about him. So I want to pub the link that we have for it. So obviously, big week for the channel. I dropped 2 videos. One today earlier, if you didn't catch it, is kind of part 2 of the collab with Stan Banks, aka T-shirt Side Hustle, and then Supacolor. If you guys aren't familiar with Supacolor, well, first of all, if you follow my channel, you probably follow a couple other like T-shirt hustling, production setup at home type channels, aka like your Stan Banks channel, like T-shirt Side Hustle, Big Brando. I know I got a couple subs from my boy Big Brando. You should be followed to a lot of those channels. I think mine might be an outlier because I talk more about apparel production and mass production, because I've worked at the helm of a couple different multi-million-dollar brands under that capacity. But a big week. So I've been talking about this leading up to this week, but seeing the process with Supacolor has been incredible. And it's big for the channel because obviously I advise you guys on how to start up clothing lines and then get to another level. Well, this is right in the wheelhouse of just beginning to start. And it's a great great asset for anyone that's kind of starting up. Via that, we actually got some interaction on the YouTube video. So I'm gonna pull up on my phone some of the comments that we had. Thank you guys again for the interaction at a high level. And obviously, guys, if you're watching this on the replay, go on my YouTube channel, check out the last 2 videos that I did with Supacolor and T-shirt Side Hustle, and you see what I'm talking about. And it's a bit of a reveal. There's another thing in play too that maybe I didn't give a whole lot of shine to, which is I actually did a brand new original design for John Phenom stuff. Hence me showing you guys the logo. And so if for some reason you are watching this out of order, this is the actual T-shirt that we made via the collaboration. And on my Instagram, I made a very quick video about my art direction in this shirt. I chose 20 because I wanted to memorialize 2020. It was a super difficult year economically, mentally, racially. It was a very challenging year. So the artwork inside of the 20 is actually Greek warfare. And this right here, these symbols here on this design is a bunch of symbols for like laundry care for your apparel. And so it's something that I always used originally with kind of the John Phenom stuff. And unofficially, I've kind of used it as a logo for CBA, for Clothing Brand Academy. And then on the bottom is Fred Hammond quote, "No weapon formed against me." And then I have 2020 there, really little. So in any case, I did a quick carousel on my IG, and you guys can see more of that here. A couple people have asked where they could purchase and how they can get down. Obviously, I'll be releasing that. So Robert, check this out. Robert, here, let me pop it up. Robert just said, "What kind of print is that?" So this is the whole thing, bro. You're gonna bug out. This was done with a transfer from Supacolor. And I did this on one of the other streams early, just because you never know who I'm gonna catch, but the quality on this is crazy. And for those of you who don't know, I owned a high volume screen printing shop for over 3 years. Our biggest client was Blizzard, the gaming company, World of Warcraft. You feel me? So like, I mean, you can't do purchase orders with them if you don't have infrastructure. So I'm talking about like 20 employees, accordion style, right? So you kind of go back and forth. So Robert, check this out. I want you to see the quality of this print. And check this out. I mean, you would never test a print like that. Well, check this out. That's crazy. Look, I want you guys to see how small this graphic is. So that is super detailed. It's super detailed. Remix on the JP logo. See how big that is? That's crazy amount of detail. Ooh, big shout out to Kev and Cheddar. No stress. Yo, let me tell you something about Kev. Kev is one of the best art directors I've ever worked with. Currently doing women's apparel at Vans. Big shout out to Kev and Cheddar. That's my guy. I'm talking about we go back a couple art departments. So yeah, this is the whole reason for the drop of the videos and sort of the anticipation of waiting for it. But you're gonna see me working with Supacolor a lot. Actually, let me show you this as well. So we did this on a hoodie. Okay, and then all we simply did is we cut out, so they're on transfer sheets, and then we use the heat press. The 2 videos that I dropped this week are all about it, right? And the reaction in the video is hilarious because it's genuine. I mean, they turned the camera on, first time seeing a transfer at all from Supacolor, and obviously the first time I probably touched a heat press in like 10 years. And so check out that video, so you'll see me making it. But we didn't put this one on video, but we just cut out the John Phenom logo part, and I put a random placement right here in the back. Right, so if the hoodie is down, it looks here on the left shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry, wearer's back right shoulder. But again, slightly different hand, slightly different fabrication on this, and again, the quality is just amazing. This is a heavyweight hoodie. This is a Champion hoodie. This is gonna last longer than the hoodie. It'll last longer than the shirt. So crazy, and yeah, I can't wait. I have a whole wheelhouse of new toys and tools to work with, so it's pushing me to do a lot more original stuff. And so just as the banner is going below, guys, if you go to Supacolor /get started, just let them know that you came through John Phenom's way via the channel. It just lets them know that I have some sort of following versus all the monstrous followers that they have. There's going to be a lot of people pushing this product, and so yeah, I'm hyped to be a part of it, and I'm hyped to share it because it really is a solution. It really is a solution that you guys can use bootstrapping and look just as good as some of the big companies. I had someone comment on my Instagram that they've been using it for, I feel like, half a year. I gotta see, but they said they do their entire line using Supacolor. So I'm just gonna look at the comments on the actual, Supacolor actually in the chats or in the comments of today's video. Big shout out to them. The citizen Black said, Hash of the Titans, love watching the collab videos. Thank you, brother, for putting that out. I appreciate you. The Comish said 6 hours ago, better get ready for this food they're about to see after these videos. Looks like he's gonna go in heavy. I know there was some questions. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this name. Sadimari Alonso. I think that's it. Is Supacolor more for color designs? I have mostly white letters and black letter designs. I want to place an order, but if Supacolor is more for vivid colors, I will work on creating some color designs. Great question. Short answer, yes. Okay. The design that I did was purposely multiple colors, and I did that because I wanted to test the capacity, the vividness, the saturation of the colors in the finished product. Okay. So for those of you who are designing with like 1 color, 2 color, and here's the funny thing about that. The reason I'm glad this person brought it up is, depending on someone's budget, I'm used to telling an art director or a graphic designer, apparel graphic designer, whatever, however you want to call it. I'm used to telling that person, make sure you limit the colorways, right? Like, don't go over 3 if you have to, but get creative with 2, get creative with 1, right? And then the palette will be the blanks that we choose. So even when we're doing a cut and sew line, what we would consider a cut and sew line, right? Like, let's say each delivery has 20 designs, right? Of cut and sew. And so let's say the soft goods program or the printables might have, I don't know, 12. Let's just say 12. A lot of times we're doing that domestically. So we're doing cut and sew overseas, and then we're doing t-shirts here. In that scenario, I'm really used to telling my graphic designer, let's get creative with 2 colors, right? Because we're going to get charged per screen, right? So if you come out, my bad, I should keep this closer to me. If you come out with this, I'm going to say, that's a dope design. Can we kick down the colors? Can we monotone this so it's 2 colors, right? Because I'm thinking, can we get the essence of the design? I guess you barely see it. Can I get the essence of design communicated with less colors? Because this is going to be 4 colors and a base color, not bass like music. My sound guys got excited for a second. A base white and then maybe 4 colors. It depends, and then you get into the whole color separation game, right? If you have a lot of photographic type artwork where you're using color, now it gets into the whole thing. This was the thing when we were working with Blizzard, because obviously gaming, animation, all of that is a huge play on their intellectual properties, right? It's like a license thing, right? That's like dealing with Disney product. You want to show color, especially with a company like Blizzard. So we would be dealing with like 14 color artworks for t-shirts and fleece. So that requires someone who specializes in color separations. If you didn't know this. So this is a whole nother part of the game that, to be honest, I didn't know that, because when I'm dealing with apparel brands, the most we're dealing with maybe 6 colors, maybe, if you go in a little bit crazy with it. And so when we're dealing with like really sensitive graphics, right? When I say sensitive, it's important to the IP of this brand, right? It's very important to for Blizzard to be on brand and have vivid colors that represents the kind of products that they put out in the whole landscape across the world, right? So dealing with 14 colors, and then like the whole world of getting like almost an artisanal, like a craft color separator. Those dudes charge by the color. It really is. It's something you got to put hours in to actually learn. So in any case, as I go off into that tangent, if my art director said, "Hey, how about a design like this in the line?" Again, I would be like, "Can you kick down the colors?" The great thing about this is you can design towards color, right? You can design towards color, right? So now I told you guys, when I do my research, when I'm looking at things that inspire me for like new designs, and that's inclusive of graphic design, I have a whole separate Pinterest, a whole separate folder for that. I have a separate one now that's like full color, because I'm so used to saying, can we make that color in like 3 different colorways, or I'm sorry, can we do that same design in just 3 colors, right, within the design? But I didn't fully answer your question, Sadi Marie Alonso. So is it for color? At the moment, yes. So if you were going to do transfers, there's other companies that are cheaper to do like 1 color, 2 color. And I'm just being fully transparent, because you know I'm always going to keep it 100 with you guys. But I've also heard word from the powers that be at Supacolor that they're working right now on 2 things that they don't offer. So they, I think they're expensive when it comes to like 1 color, 2 color. Also, they do not do gang prints. So if you don't know what gang prints are, when you're doing transfers, they're going to give you a dimension, right? Let's just say 15 inches by 22 inches. I should actually know what some of the dimensions are, but you guys could go on supacolor.com and figure out what that is. So any company that offers the dimensions that they're going to print on, if you're going to do like onesie twosie designs, a gang sheet is basically, you could do a whole bunch of designs and squeeze it all in there, right? And so that's what that is. And that is something that they're going to be offering in the future moving forward. Oh, JBM, big shout out to you. I'm chilling, man. I'm blessed. We're coming to the end of a week. I got some great interaction on those last two videos with Supacolor and Stan Banks T-shirt side hustle. Let me know how you doing though. Let me know how you doing. Oh, the comments, bro. I think you just missed it, but I just shouted you out via the comment on the video. Jersey is definitely in the building. Brick City. All my people from Jersey, stand up. I got love for Jersey. There's a ton of Filipinos in Jersey, y'all. Kamish, I just came across your comment, by the way, for the video today, or yesterday, or on Tuesday. Yeah, big shout out to Big Brando. He came through me via Big Brando. Shout out Shirt Mob, Stan Banks, Brando, Reyes. I have not shouted out Reyes on here. You know what, guys? I got to give a big shout out to Ahmad Otler. Yo, Ahmad went ham in the comments, which is he watched. Apparently, he had a whole session watching a gang of my videos, and I feel like maybe he just stumbled onto them or and got into it. But bruh, I got so much love because I think a lot of people will discover my content and then just kind of watch it, which is what I do. I mean, that's normal. Know what I'm saying? Like that's normal viewing for YouTube. But when you guys reach out to me and interact with me, it means a lot because there's definitely a time and space where I was like, dude, should I really put it down on this channel? You know, I was working as a director and in different companies, and then before that as a senior designer. And so it's a lot to kind of look at that transition. To be a consistent content creator, you have to basically become a media company. Ahmad said on one of my videos, where was I 6 years and thousands of dollars ago? I'm trying to save you guys some money. I'm trying to give you guys a good vantage point to make it to that next level. If you guys didn't know, I did mention this, I think, on the last stream, but my goal on this channel is trying to be a part of like 3 or 4 companies that make it to that next multi-million-dollar level. And also on the last stream, I mentioned a company where last Wednesday, I spoke to the founder of a company who quit his job. Like I'm talking about in March, like March 15th. So during the pandemic, quit his job. Guess what? His job was 6-figure job in finance. He quit it for his brand. Why? Because he did 70 grand the last 3 months, month after month. He did 70 grand consecutively over, but 70 consecutively. All right. Oh, my bad. The commissioner, pronounced commissioner. My bad. I got you, bro. I'm gonna pop that up on the screen because that was my bad. Uh-oh, I see you. More Jersey showing out. We got some Brick City love. Jersey showing out. There was another there's another question that I saw earlier that I wanted to do while I was live. This was interesting. So Neil Sutherland, this is on a different video, was like, where do you get cheap blank jeans? And it kind of struck me as strange because when you think blanks, you think t-shirts, you think hats, you think fleece, right? Crew, sweaters, and then like the next level of blanks is fast fashion blanks, right? So think about Bella Canvas's program for fast fashion. There's a lot out there. I did a whole unboxing with Circle Clothing. Big love out to them. But they're a smaller company, I think, and don't have a separate division. I was going on with fast fashion companies, and so the question of where do you find blank jeans was a little bit strange to me initially. But after I was thinking about it, I bet you can go on Alibaba and find finished blanks that would be considered more cut and sew and more custom. I mean, there's got to be a company out there. I know for a fact there's a lot of companies that do fulfillment for a company and then something is wrong, because something always goes wrong somewhere in the process, and they have hundreds of like a jean or a jacket, and they could just remove the labels and sell it. But for all of those deals that I've ever seen, most of the time it's been in person. So I've been in Hong Kong, or I've been in Shanghai, or Guangzhou. And so when I'm visiting the factory, they'll say, hey, can you do anything with this? And the reason is, if you're dealing with a big company, they don't want any kind of remnant, any likeness of the original design they're making out in the market. They don't want that out there. And so if it's a really big company, that's technically that's like gray market goods, right? So so they can't really kind of advertise it, sort of. But I actually think, so Neil Sutherland, if you watch this later, I think if you go to Alibaba and do searches now, because now it's removed the middleman where you can talk to the factory, which is good and bad. I'm sure there's going to be communication issues, but I bet you could find someone who has finished blanks of a very specialty product like denim. Whereas the reason I thought it was weird in the beginning is that's definitely something that you would do more custom. Definitely more custom, I would say. If y'all got questions, please drop them. Facebook, if you guys got questions, drop them. YouTube as well. Wise Minds Clothing, thank you. They're talking about me dropping golden nuggets on the channel. I appreciate you. The Citizen Black, also another comment on a separate video, was saying thank you for the next level organization info. I appreciate that. This is a good one. Ooh, I haven't had Corey. Big shout out to Corey Hardy. He said, John, what's the best way to decide what product to make first when starting out on a new brand? Oh, I did. You know what? I did answer this, I think, on a separate live on the IG one. But great question. And it goes back to, how much do I need to start? How many t-shirts should I start with, if that's the product? Backing up, Corey's just talking about which product. You know what? I think if you feel like you have a shot with a very specific accessory that's not a t-shirt or hat, I say go for it, because it's going to be unique. Also, maybe you want to be just an accessory company, and then apparel, t-shirts, and anything cut and sew is an accessory to that product, right? I talk about Brennan Argonoff's company, which is socks, and he went the sublimation route, right? So this has nothing to do with cut and sew. He owns the machines that make this product, right? So he was, at the time, when he started, he was much younger, but so he's not obsessed with socks now, but he's done over 2 million with socks, though. I'll tell you that. He's done over 2 million with socks. And so I think I told you guys about it. You'll see it when I drop his content, but this should inspire you and not make you depressed. But he did over 2.1 million in 2020, closing out that year. And he's 21, guys. He just turned 21. The commissioner jumped on and peeping it out right now. That's funny. Great question. What up, Spain Keith? I see you. In reality, when launching a brand, how much do you feel you have to give away for exposure? And is that the right route? Great question. Okay, not knowing more about a specific story for anyone, like if they don't have anything unique that they can kind of bring to the table in terms of marketing, like being affiliated with like a star or a pro athlete or something like that. Out of production, if it was me, the number that just jumps out at me is 20%. I don't know if that sounds crazy, but for me, like right now, actually not depending on the budget, the first number that jumps out to me is 20%. So I'm targeting, so of course, I'm targeting people who have followings that I think would enjoy the product, right? Because it's that weird gray area where it's like, are they going to repost it? A lot of practice for companies is not pushing them to post it, because with influencers, right? With influencers, bunny ears, with influencers, depending on how big they are, they're looking for a check, right? Generally speaking. So they might really rock with your stuff, in which case they might post it. They might be in a brand deal or brand deal negotiations, so they might not post it. I've heard of stories of people coming back with their agent and saying, "Hey, thanks for the package," and then they give them package rates, and saying, "Hey, we'll post it on IG plus, TikTok plus blah 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 blah," right? And so I still think it's important to have a promo budget. So the whole reason that I'm getting into what happens next is getting yourself prepared in a mind state of like trying to come up, man, this is crazy. Another thing that needs strategy, but coming up with a strategy of trying to figure out who will post, who will repost it, kind of. So it's sort of a game, right? Hopefully you have a warm, you have a warm audience of people who have a good amount of accumulated views, one, and number two, that are in your demographic, right? So people who would be into their channel, into whatever they do, into their content, would also be into your stuff demographics wise. And yeah, so I would send product out though, not thinking that we're gonna get a shout out. Also, I'm not sending out all 20%. I'm waiting, because a lot of times you never know how it happens. But we got a bunch of stuff on Jeremy Lin when I was at Orisu. And big shout out to Wally Vu. Wally was our marketing director there. He was there long before me. Most of the people knew the brand via Wally. And so he kind of took over that and all of the influencer marketing and promo. So typically, guys, and that might change in the future, but in companies that I've been in the past, the marketing director obviously holds the budget and deals with any kind of contact with influencers and that sort of thing. But we got a ton of stuff on Jeremy Lin. And so everything then is getting photo ops. So catching him in it when he's doing interviews at TMZ, he wasn't on TMZ a lot, but if you catch someone on, like, getting screenshots of them wearing your stuff like organically is gold. Obviously you reach out to them to say, can we do a photo shoot? But just trying to stay up on their social media to figure out when they're wearing it. But he's an example of a person that rocked our stuff, or I think it might have been he saw someone else with it, and then they reached out to someone who knew someone, and it got back to the brand, right? So a lot of times it's a connection with a connection. In that scenario, we funnel it to Wally for marketing, and then he reaches out to their people, and then has access to him. So then you can put an order together more specifically, and you basically send them the line sheet as if you're sending it to retail. You could send them a brand boom link as well. And basically, I think for accounting purposes, it's better that they make an order, or what they will do is tell the marketing director what they like, and then they would put a proper order together for your accounting side of things. I'm getting a little more nerdy, a little more detail in the back end of it, because it's easier for your books. So I'm speaking to my people who are all about logistics as well. So when I say 20%, so long answer, but Spain, when I'm saying 20% for promo, that's like, let's just say, for example, 10% of it, I'm targeting people to send out. Hopefully they repost, but you might get people who just love the stuff. And then if it's a winner, like with Jeremy Lin, and he was really rocking with the Risu, we open up the whole catalog and we say, hey, can we send you stuff? And then, people get boxes all the time. I don't know if people will post about it too, but it's just promo boxes. And so sometimes they'll just shoot that and say, yo, I just got a box from so-and-so brand. Thank you guys so much. And again, that's navigating through them not having a brand deal with a brand, them not having their own brand. But sometimes, I mean, it depends. It's these people's lives. So you get everything in between. Got everything in between. Guys, big shout out to Supacolor up in here. I wish I was Harry Mack. You know, he has the whole setup where he could do the echo on his voice. It's dope when I watch him rock like that. And he's DJing, he's doing the whole thing. And true to form of being Filipino, I used to DJ in the club just a little bit. Just a little bit. I wasn't a great DJ. Big shout out. Oh, this way. Where's it? Right here? Gotta get used to it because it's backwards. Big shout out to my fam, Supacolor in here. We are talking about the video. We're talking about the video, amongst other things. If you guys got a question, please drop it in the stream, whether you're here on Facebook, on CBA John Phenom, Clothing Brand Mentor John Phenom, or my channel, of course. If you're watching this in the replay, thank you for rocking with me as well. Past the fact, make sure you, right here, turn on the post notice here so you can catch me live next time. But drop those questions even if you catch this later. That's right. That's right. Muscle power. All right. My Supacolor fam is in here. You know what? I'm gonna drop the banner. Let me drop the banner that I made. Speaking of Supacolor, guys, if you should, I highly suggest you watch the videos. If you're just catching me live here, I dropped 2 big videos that's gonna change the trajectory of my channel as I continue to work closely with Supacolor. And then the big shout out to the homie Stan Banks, T-shirt side hustle. You're definitely gonna see us collab, but ooh, I'm getting used to it. So the link for Get Started is going to ask you a couple questions. It's going to capture your info, of course, because they need to know who they're sending the sample pack to. But let them know that your boy John Phenom put you on. Let them know. Cool, guys. I'm hyped. I'm hyped on it. Just want to check real quick my IG because I did have a few questions there, but it feels a little bit light in terms of Q&A right now, but I appreciate the interaction from all of you guys. But I do remember there was a couple questions on my IG at John Phenom, in case for some reason you didn't know. Okay, Euphoric Gear. Big shout out Euphoric Gear. They said, does it feel like it was screen printed? Let me show you guys. Okay, again, this was a t-shirt. This was a t-shirt. Also, big shout out to District Threads. I don't know nobody over there, but the hand on the shirt is fire. So again, this can easily be a 4-color or a 4-color with a base. If you guys know traditional screen printing, and then I did the white on black there. This is. I mean, it's not a crazy setup, but it's substantial, right? Again, if this was in my art department, I'd be like, hey, can we knock down a few colors on that design? And so the question is, does it feel like screen printing? I know you guys can't feel it, obviously, but just look at this. I'm pulling the design apart. Can you see the quality? And so we're talking about hand. Hand is the feel of the texture of not only the print or the fabric, but the hand of this Euphoric Gear. It does not feel like screen printing. It feels better. It feels better. Like actually, in terms of screen printing, a lot of times what people will do is sort of flatten, they'll run it through their chamber, right? They'll cure it. And then sometimes, depending on how viscous, that just means like how thick the ink is, because everyone in screen printing knows white is the most viscous color. It's basically like Colgate, right? When you're doing plastisol colors in screen printing. And so when you touch this transfer, it's flat and it's smooth. That's the best way for me to describe it. It's flat and it's smooth. And again, this This would have been like 4 colors. Bam, hit it. 15 seconds. I think 320 degrees. Let me not just freestyle those numbers because it's important for the quality of the end of your product. But I'm just saying 15, 20 seconds, whatever it is, that's on the shirt, right? Put it into your packing with the packing slip, attach a hang tag if you have your hang tag, and send that out to your customer. That's done. That's done. And that would be like, listen, guys, I owned my shop for 3 years. I mean, this is really good quality at your fingertips. It's nuts. I still can't believe it. Again, for people who didn't catch it, I'm getting a lot of questions about where they can buy it. I'm actually going to put out an entire little capsule. I haven't sold anyone this. I'm going to put out a little capsule, but I didn't want to overshadow the technology for Supacolor because it's not about me, right? That's going to be like John Phenom design stuff, which of course I'm stoked on. But you guys are all here to learn about how you can level up your clothing brand, right? And so I wanted to put that very in the forefront. The Simple Life Cult on IG was asking if it was digital heat FX. Well, I don't know what that is. I wonder if you're talking about the press we used in the video. And to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I got to get up on my hardware and learning the machines, or I'll probably only know the heat press that I use. I have a heat press in the mail coming through, and that has taken forever. It's actually got rerouted, so you heard me talking about that on another live. And I'll probably have a hat press too, so I can play around with just different arrangements with the heat press. Cool, guys. I'm going to cut this one a bit short. I actually have to shoot some more content. Thank you for hanging out with me. Again, if you're watching this later, just drop a comment. You could always reach me at my number, guys, 858-346-6605, and that's going to reach my iPhone directly. But yeah, drop me a message about this, anything I talked here, or anything else about your line. It's how we start conversations here to get you on that next level. Ooh, 2 new comments. All good. You pop this banner off here. It's all good. It's all good. Cheryl Brown, Life Exposed. Thank you. What up, what up? BKM CG. What's good? What's good? All right, folks. Keep your post notice on because I will be doing another live. There's a chance I might do one tomorrow or Saturday. I'm trying to coordinate a couple different things all at the same time. Yo, listen, if you watch this far, I say it almost every single live. We've gone through a lot, so take time for yourself. Make sure your mental health is in a place that's good. And these are crazy times. There's definitely crazy times. Oh, before I go, Manny had a great comment. It has a different feel for sure. Like vinyl, that's true. It's like vinyl. And like I said, it was smooth. So he agrees with me. Good addition there, Manny, about the Supacolor prints. Guys, you're going to be hearing a lot more about Supacolor. It's the whole reason that I did 2 videos and did like the drop. So we're going to be talking about Supacolor for sure. You're going to see me use Supacolor. There's going to be quite a bit of videos. And I'm just excited. I'm excited. The company, there's a lot of, I met one of the powers that be over there, and just really down to earth people. They're real cool with content creators, which is what I think you need with a company charging forward. But let me close this out. I was gonna say we got tough times, so make sure you take some time for yourself. And I also want to say that Black Lives Matter, and let's kill Asian hate. All right. Keep posted, guys, and keep those questions coming so we can keep the conversation going. I will see you guys on the next one.